Hello, good morning ulit. So, our topic for today is about straight line motion again. So, basics with engineers pa din tayo. So, last time we tackled about the straight line motion having a constant acceleration, meaning to say, yung kanyang changes dun sa velocity with respect to the time interval ay constant. Ano? So, straight line motion. So, today ay magagamit natin lahat ng formulas na formula na dinerive natin last time. Considering that the constant acceleration is happen. So, yan yung apat na equation. So, kailangan ay sauluhin natin yan. And of course, alam natin dapat kung paano natin gamitin yan. So the another example for the constant acceleration motion is the best example or better example is free-falling bodies, wherein madami tayong kinokonsidera kapag free-falling bodies. Ang ibig sabihin ng free-falling bodies ay without from the word free, ibig sabihin ay walang external force. So only the gravitational force lang yung mag-act dun sa ating body. So let's say for example yan yung bola. So inihulog lang siya and freely falling siya. So meaning yung kanyang velocity, the first or the initial velocity ay zero. So free falling bodies. So yan. So ano ba yung mga dapat tandaan kapag free fall yung ating ina-analyze na problem? So the air resistance is being neglected. So yung resistance ng air ay hindi natin kinoconsider. Okay, maliwanag yun ha. And independent of its weight. So yung kapag daw free fall yung isang bagay, yung weight ay hindi nakaka-apekto dun sa bilis o dun sa pagbagsak ng ating object. So, yon. At a particular location, all bodies fall with the same downward acceleration. Same downward acceleration, ibig sabihin, kung nasa Earth kayo, that is 9.8 meter per second square yung acceleration due to gravity dito sa Earth. And kapag nasa moon, kasi at a particular location kapag nasa moon naman, approximately 1.6 meter per second square yon. Ini-state naman sa ating sa problem kung saang location magaganap yung motion. Yan. And sabi dito, at a particular location, all bodies fall with the same downward acceleration regardless of their size and weight. So, walang pakialam yung size natin and yung weight. Halimbawa, naglaglag ka ng isang martilyo at isang pako. So, ibig sabihin, ano bang mauunang babagsak doon? So, base doon kay Galileo Galilei, sabay sila, neglecting the air resistance. Sabi nga sa freely falling bodies, independent of its weight. Kahit magaan o mabigat, sabay pa rin babagsak yung ating body. Assuming, considering that the resistance is neglected. Kasi kung i-consider natin yung may ibang may ibang situation na hindi natin pwedeng i-neglect yung air resistance. Halimbawa ay yung pako at saka yung papel, pag inilaglag mo sabay at the same position, so because of the air resistance, yung papel ay dahang-dahang bumabagsak. Tama? And yung pako ay dire-diretso lang siya. Continuous lang yung kanyang halos yung air resistance dun sa pako is almost zero or almost neglected. While in the paper is nakakaapekto talaga kasi yung area nung papel is large enough to consider the air resistance to act. So ibig sabihin, magagamit natin tong free falling bodies kapag almost neglected yung ating air resistance. Okay? Yan. Next, ignore the small effects of Earth's rotation. So halimbawa ay sa mataas na airplane, naglaglag kayo ng ball. So, 'di ba? Imagine nyo habang bumabagsak siya, umiikot yung ating mundo. So, pwedeng maka-affect 'yon ano. But since sobrang liit lang naman nun, yung difference nun, yung pag-ikot ng mundo as the body falling to the ground, ano, so almost neglected yon. So ine-neglect natin yung Earth's rotation. Okay, so yan yung mga dapat tandaan kapag pre-fall yung ating problem. Okay, so let's have an example, so para maliwanagan tayo. Yan, a 1 euro coin is dropped from the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So, Leaning Tower of Pisa. So, alam naman natin yan. Ano? And falls freely from the rest. Okay. So, pamula daw sa pagkakatigil niya ay inilaglag ng freely siya. So, tanong, what are its position and velocity after 1 second, 2 seconds, and 3 seconds? So, yan. So, nga pala, ano ba ang acceleration natin kapag free fall yung ating bodies? So, analyze natin muna ulit. Ano? So, kapag free fall yung ating bodies, ibig sabihin, yung kanyang, analyze natin dito. Halimbawa ay bumagsak yung bola na walang nag-aak, walang air resistance, ignore the effects of Earth's rotation, ibig sabihin, kung makikita nyo dito sa picture ng bola na yan na free-fall siya. So yung kanyang distansya ay papalaki ng papalaki. So habang yung time ay tumatagal. So papalaki ng papalaki. Meaning yung delta T dito, yan, ay nagbabago delta T. Ngayon kung nagbabago yan as time goes by, ibig sabihin yung ating delta T ay nagbabago, delta X pala ito, delta X, and yung delta T natin is yan, ito delta X. Meaning yung kanyang change in velocity ay constant. Constant yung change in velocity. Kahit nagpapalit-palit habang kasi bumabagsak yung isang bagay, pabilis yan ng pabilis. Pero yung kanyang pagbabago sa velocity ay uniform. Uniform siya, tama? So meaning yung kanyang acceleration ay constant. So in-experiment na yan na kapag ang isang bagay ay ibinagsak sa isang vacuum, so babagsak kahit anumang bagay sa Earth ay babagsak na mayroong isang same acceleration. And nandito nga nakalagay, bodies fall with the same downward acceleration. At yung downward acceleration na yun yung acceleration due to gravity, which is negative 9.8 meter per second square. So bakit negative? So kapag ang assume natin ng upward ay positive. So depende yun sa pagse-set ng orientation. So kapag nag-set ka ng pababa is positive, meaning to say yung ating acceleration due to gravity will be positive. But most of the problem ay laging upward positive, and downward negative. Ay, lagi naman yung ating acceleration due to gravity is always downward. Never yung magiging upward kasi i-attract nga nung Earth yung lahat ng bagay sa mundo, di ba? Ayan. So meaning ay magagamit natin yung ating constant acceleration formula or the uniform motion, uniformly accelerated motion, magagamit natin yung mga formulas na yon. Ano-ano yon? Yun yung kaninang, yung ating mga na-derive last time. Ano? So, ngayon, mag-example na tayo. Ano? So, ayan na. Leaning tower Pisa and free falls from the rest. So, binagsak. So, ano daw yung velocity after 1 second? 2 seconds and 3 seconds. So, ito yung leaning tower Pisa kung makikita nyo. And then yung ating coin ay ibinagsak pamula dito sa dyan sa 0 point na yan, which is the origin. So yung magiging origin natin ay yung kung saan nakarest yung ating coin, kung saan nagmula yung ating coin, ano. And then assuming that the upward ay positive and downward is negative. So remember, yung ating acceleration and velocity ay vector quantity. That's why we need a proper assignment or assumption of the direction. Ano, vector eh. So ibig sabihin dapat i-consider lagi yung direction. So kapag pataas siya is positive and kapag pababa ay negative. Ano? Yan. So yung ating coin daw ay ibinagsak. So pamula dun sa Tower of Pisa at a certain height, ano. So i-set natin yung unang yung origin is at the point wherein the coin has been coin leaves the hand, ano, nung taong nagbagsak noon. Okay? So ang tanong ay what are its position and velocity? So dalawa, position. Pag sinabing position, yun yung displacement. Ano? Displacement, and yung velocity, yun yung displacement per time interval. Ano? Ayan. So, pamula origin, ang time natin, set nating time is t sub o is equal to 0 second. And the y sub o, so wala pang displacement, therefore yung y sub o is equal to 0. And because it is from rest, the velocity, the initial velocity, or the v sub o, or the velocity at time 0 second is equal to 0. Tama? So, free fall tayo. Always lagi yan na ang initial velocity kapag free fall, binitawan mo ay 0. Okay? Yan. So, magagamit natin yung ating constant acceleration formula. Ano? So, which is yan. So, b sub x kasi ang tinatanong sa atin is position and velocity. So, ito yung ating formula for the position of a uniformly accelerated bodies, and ito yung ating velocity kapag uniformly accelerated motion uli, ano. Okay, so yan yung ating mga equation. So kapag hindi uniform yung acceleration ay hindi valid yung ating mga formula na yan, ha. Okay, so yan, ang magbabago lang dyan ay yung ating orientation. So sa halip na x-axis ay nasa y-axis, di ba last time lagi tayong horizontal. So, ang motion is horizontal. Pero straight line pa din siya. Ano? Moving rightward, positive, and to the left is negative. Ano? So, ngayon, pero uniform accelerated bodies pa din siya. Ano? Ngayon, ang mangyayari naman is vertical. Vertical, which is downward yung movement. Pero straight line pa din siya. Straight line motion, which is the acceleration is constant or uniformly accelerated bodies pa din. So, same lang din yung effect kapag ganito at kapag downward. So, meaning to say, yung ating formula ay applicable. Okay? Applicable. So ang mababago lang doon sa ating formula, since ang dinerive natin yung formula in the x-axis. Ano? So, ngayon, kapag free fall, vertical motion ay, ang magiging orientation natin ay y-axis. Okay. Yan. So, unahin nating alamin or yung ating mga formula. Palitan natin ito. Palitan natin itong mga value nito. Yung mga x ay magiging y. Okay? And yung mga x ay magiging y. So, halimbawa, b sub x, papalitan mo lang ng b sub y. dito sa formula na tong dalawa. Okay? So, kung makikita nyo, ayan o. So, y is equals to y sub o. Bakit? Dahil ayun o, yung formula na ng position. Itong formula na to. So, ito yon. So, naging y kasi nasa y-axis na tayo. And y sub o, ito yon. Pinalitan yung x sub o. Yan, boy multiply by t. Ito yon. And yung 1/2 ay t squared, which is 1/2 ax t squared in the x motion, in the x horizontal motion. So, vertical motion, nilipat lang natin yung formula, no? Para hindi tayo malito. And, yung ating b sub y ay dahil nga yung ating motion is vertical, so dito lang galing yan. Dito sa formula na to. Okay, so kaya naging ganito. So, lahat ng x, sabi ko lahat ng x, palitan ng y. So, yung b sub x magiging b sub y, and yung mga b sub oy, b sub ox ay magiging b sub oy. Ano? So, ibig sabihin, ulitin ko, yung ibig sabihin ng b sub oy is the instantaneous velocity or the average velocity kasi ayan, kasi instantaneous velocity at time 0. Okay? Moving in the y axis. So, BOY yon. And kapag BOX naman, instantaneous velocity or the velocity itself at time 0, moving in the x direction. Okay, yan. So, palitan na natin. Napalitan na lahat. So, ang tanong ay yung mga position and yung velocity. So, simply, substitute lang natin yung 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds in the formula. Kasi ito na siya. Ito na siya. You know, in terms of t only. So, yung ating position is in terms of t, and also yung ating velocity is in terms of t. So, kapag in terms of t na siya, ay pwede na nating makuha yung ating mga velocity at a certain point and time. Okay. So, bakit yung paano nakuha ito? Paano nakuha yan? So, itong y sub o natin ay, 0. Yun yung initial position of the body. Kailan magkakaroon ng value yan? Kapag ina-analyze natin na yung ating coins ay pamula dito, papunta pababa. So may value ito. Yun yung y sub o. And kaya naging y sub o nga yan, syempre, at time t 0. At time t is equal to 0. Okay? Yan. So, cancel yung y sub o, kasi 0 nga eh. Plus boy or the initial or the instantaneous velocity at time t0 moving downward in the y axis. So, yung b sub oy at time 0 yon. So, at time 0, the velocity of the object is 0. At rest siya eh. Diba? At rest. Meaning, ito ay 0 din. Ang makukuha lang nating value ay ito. So, 1/2 ayt squared. So, anong value ng ating ay or the instantaneous or the acceleration moving in the y-axis? So, free fall tayo, hinihigit lahat ng bagay ng Earth. So, laging pababa. Ay, ang assumption natin ay pataas is positive. So, meaning, yung pababa ay magiging negative. So, kaya, ang naging value dito ng acceleration is negative g, which is the negative acceleration due to gravity. So, yung ating acceleration due to gravity denotes as letter G. So, yun yung small letter G ha. Yan. Yan yung ating magnitude ng ating acceleration due to gravity. And considering the direction of motion, so laging may negative yan kasi lagi pababa. So nakadepende yon sa ating orientation ng ating direction, kasi lagi tayong upward positive. Pero kung pababa ay positive tayo, magiging positive yan. Depende na lang sa inyo kung paano kayo set ng problem. Kaya lang ay para hindi lagi malito ay laging upward positive na lang tayo. Okay? Ayan. So 1/2 multiply by negative g, which is negative 9.8, meter per second square times t squared. Ano? So, kuha kayo ng calcu. Substitute nyo lang yung 9.81, 9.8 approximately meter per second square dito, dun sa negative g. Ano? So, ang makukuha nating sagot dyan is ito. Yan. Therefore, yung ating position ng ating coin ay in terms of t. So, madali na. Ano? And, kung in terms of t na yan, ay substitution na lang. Makukuha na natin yung mga position ng ating body. Ano? O, yan. O, substitute natin yung yung at time t is equals to 1 second, substitute lang natin, yung 1 second na yan, doon sa formula na yun, doon sa t, magiging value ay ito. So, magiging equation niya ito. And magiging sagot niya is 4.9. So, at time, 1 second yon. Ano? And yung dy, so, dito tayo sa by. Dito tayo magsasubstitute ng ating dito. So, paano nga pala naging ganyan yan? So, take note, yung ating BOY is at rest, meaning yung kanyang BOY ay 0. Ano? Ito na lang yung matitirang term. So, AYT. AYT. And the value of AY is negative G, which is the negative 9.8 meter per second square acceleration due to gravity of Earth. Yan. So, makukuha nating sagot dyan is negative 9.8 meter per second square t. So tama ang ating so negative talaga kasi yung velocity natin is pababa. So negative siya, Yan. So when t is 1 second, so yung kanina, direct substitution lang. So 4.9, negative 4.9 meter yung position. So consider lagi yung ating negative sign, Huwag kakalimutan yon kasi yun yung nagdidikta sa atin kung pasaan yung takbo ng ating coins, ng object. So, kung negative yan, pababa talaga yung ating takbo. So, negative 4.9 from the original axis, from the initial position which is 0. So, ito yon 4.9. 4.9 at 1 second. Dito sa 1 second. Lagay natin. At 1 second. Nandito yon. Okay? Yun yung negative 4.9. Okay? And yung BY doon sa part na yon, sa certain time na yon ay so gamitin natin itong equation na nakuha natin. So negative 9.8 meter per second square multiplied by 1. So magiging sagot diyan is 9.8 meter per second and yung kanyang sign is negative kasi pababa siya, after 1 second yon. The coin is 4.9 meter below the origin. Y is negative and has a downward velocity. By is negative with magnitude 9.8 meter per second. Yun. So at 1 second yon, At 1 second. So then we can find the positions and y velocities at 2 seconds and 3 seconds. So, direct substitution lang. Ito lang yung formula natin . So, napakadali lang Basta alam natin yung formulang to. So, pwede natin gamitin yan kahit saan. Basta, if and only if the acceleration is constant or the body's motion is uniformly accelerated. Okay? So, we can find the positions and y velocities at 2 seconds and 3 seconds in the same way. So, ganun lang din yung gagawin natin. The results are y is negative 20 meter and b sub y is negative 20 meter per second at 2 seconds. At 2 seconds. Dito yon sa part na to. Sa part na to. Dun sa point na yan. 2 seconds. And the results are, and the y is negative 44 meters and by is negative 29 meter per second matapos yung 3 segundo. So, nandito na siya. Nandiyan yan. Okay, sana malinaw. Madali lang naman yan. Then, another example, medyo lagyan natin ng twist. Sa halip na from rest, ay ihahagis naman pataas. Ano? Ihahagis naman pataas. You throw a ball vertically upward. So, vertically, meaning ay perpendicular to the earth's surface. Ano? Vertically upward from the roof of the tall building. So, nasa rooftop ka. Ano? The ball leaves your hand at a point even with the roof railing with an upward speed of 15.0 meters per second. So paghagis mo ng coin ay yung bilis nung coin pamula dun sa iyong kamay is 15.0 meter per second. Ano? The ball is then in free fall. Then nung nihagis mo na siya upward, vertically, then nung nahit na niya yung maximum position ay bumagsak na siya ng kusa, free fall. Ano? On its way back down, it just misses the railing. So hindi siya tumama dun sa railing. So that's why yung kanyang downward motion ay nagpatuloy. Ano? Then ang tanong is find letter A, the ball's position and velocity 1 second and 4 second after leaving your hand. So yun yung Y natin. Y. So, pag position, yun yung Y. So, at a certain time. So, ang tanong is yan. 1 second and 4 second. And also, tinatanong din yung velocity at 1 second and also in 4 second. Okay? So, another question is the ball's velocity when it is 5 meter above the railing. So, 5 meter above the railing. So, nasa ilalim na yung coins ng railing. Hindi siya tumama sa railing eh. So nag-continue sa pagbagsak. So, ang tanong is, ano daw yung velocity when it is 5 meter above the railing? Ano? Yan. Oops, above the railing pa. So, hindi pa siya tumatama pala sa railing. Ano? Above the railing eh. Ano? The ball's velocity when it is 5 meter above the railing. So, yung distance. So, ibig sabihin ay yung coin ay nasa ibabaw pa ng railing. Hindi pa siya nagtatama dun sa railing ha. So yan. Next question, the maximum height reached. So ano yung maximum height na naabot pamula dun sa starting point. So lastly, the ball's acceleration when it is at its maximum height. Ano yung acceleration niya dun sa maximum height? Okay. So, kung ililipat natin yan sa free body diagram or idealized model, yung ating ball is ititreat natin as a particle, so point lang. So, meaning yung kanyang size and weight shape ay neglected. So, free fall siya. So, the air resistance is neglected. Yan. So, pamula dito sa rooftop, ang kanyang, nung inihagis pataas is 15, yung kanyang velocity or the initial velocity ay 15.0 meter per second. So, dun sa point na ito. 15 point, dyan sa point na yan. Then, inihagis niya. Yan. And then, tinatanong is 5 meter above. Ang unang tanong pala is the time and velocity or the ball's position and velocity after 1 second. So, ito yon. After 1 second, tinatanong is the Y, B sub Y, and yung Y. Okay? And after 4 second, after leaving your hand. So, nasan yung 4 second na yun? After 4 second, nandito na yun sa baba. So, assumption natin na nandito na siya sa baba. Nandito na sa baba. At time 4 second, what is the value of By? And ano yung position niya? So, pamula dun sa origin. Ang origin is yung yung kamay. Yan. Ayan. And then, at maximum height, so, kung i-imagine nyo, maghahagis kayo ng isang bagay sa air, vertically upward. So, kapag na-hit niya yung maximum height, ibig sabihin, parang instantaneously titigil yung motion ng ating coin or ball dun sa pinakamataas na position. Meaning, yung sa point na yon, yung kanyang velocity ay ilan? 0. Ano? Tandaan nyo lagi yon na ang kanyang velocity kapag na-hit niya yung maximum height, kapag ka vertically motion, ay ang By niya is equal to 0. Okay? Yan. And the ball's velocity when it is 5 meters above the railing. So, ito na siya. Ito na yon. Ito yon. 5 meters above the railing. Ano yung velocity niya? And ano yung time siguro. The ball's velocity. Ball's velocity only lang when it is 5 meter above. So, ito siya. So, ano yung velocity daw? Yan. Yung velocity na yan. So, mamaya makukuha natin yan isa-isa. And yung the maximum height, so maximum height is at 0 velocity. Ano? So makukuha din natin yan. The ball's acceleration when it is at its maximum height. So uniform accelerated body ang free fall, and even yung vertically upward, it is also uniformly accelerated body siya. Kasi habang tumataas siya, ay bumababa yung ating velocity. Ano? Lumiliit. Ang nakaka-apekto lang doon is yung acceleration due to gravity, which is negative 9.8 meter per second square. Ayan. So, meaning, ang kanya kahit saan point dyan, ang acceleration niya is negative 9.8 meter per second square. Kasi nga, constant yung acceleration natin eh. So, kahit saan part dyan ay negative 9.8 meter per second square. So, sagutan natin isa-isa yung mga tinatanong. So, na-analyze na natin, na-set up na natin, and then, execute natin. So, analyze natin na constant yung acceleration, therefore, applicable yung ating mga derive last time. Yan. Unang tanong is the position and the velocity of the ball 1 second and 4 second after leaving your hand. So, tatanong is velocity and yung ating position. So, magagamit natin dyan ay yan na naman. So, si velocity, ito yung formula, and yung position is ito. Ito. Bakit yan yung ginamit nating formula? Kasi may time tayong given which is 1 second and 4 second. So, in terms of time tayo. Yung initial velocity naman ay given 15 meter per second. Okay. Tuloy natin. So, paltan lang natin yung mga x ng y. So, sa halip na v sub x ay v sub y siya. Doon sa formula. Okay? And yung acceleration is negative g. So, negative 9.8 meter per second square. Yan. So, by is equals to b sub oy plus ayt. So, equivalent yan sa boy plus negative gt. Bakit naging negative? Inuulit ko kasi downward yung ating acceleration. So, negative g multiply by any time, later time. So, yung ating boy, kita naman natin. Boy, yan yung ating velocity at time 0. So, ito yun. 15.0 meter per second. Plus, negative 9.8 meter per second square. So, constant yan. So, yan ay 9.81. So, sa atin na lang, approximate na lang natin na negative 9.8. 9.8 yung magnitude. So, yun na lang ang gagamitin natin para pare-parehas yung ating sagot. Okay? Yan. Times t. Okay, continue natin. So, kapag naman dun sa y, so, yung x dito, ito yung formula na yun Lahat ng x, papalitan ng y. Ayun napalitan lahat. Ayun. And then yung acceleration due to gravity, magiging ay, which is also equal to negative g. Okay. So, yung y sub o, the position of the coin before it leaves the hand is 0. Malamang, yun yung sinit natin na origin 0. So, plus b sub oy times t. Ang b sub oy is the initial velocity or the velocity at time t0. Okay? Which is 15.0 meter per second multiplied by t. So, continue plus 1/2 ayt squared. Yung ay natin ay Yun yung ating negative g, which is negative 9.81 meter per second square. Multiply by t squared. Ayan. So, nakuha na natin yung formula, yung by, yung velocity in terms of time, and yung position in terms of time also. So, we can get the velocity and the position easily by substituting the 1 second and 4 second. 4 seconds. Direct substitution na lang after natin makuha yun. Ayan. So, at time t 1 second, direct substitution lang dito sa formula, which is 15.0 meter per second plus negative 9.81 meter per second square multiply by 1. So, magiging sagot is 5.2 meter per second. So, okay. Nakuha na natin yon. B sub y at 1 second. Check. Nakuha na natin. And, ano pa? At 4 second naman. So, sa part na ito, ano yung b sub y? Nasa part na yan. So, direct substitution ulit dun sa ating nakuhang equation ng b sub y in terms of t, in terms of time. So, direct substitution and makukuha natin is negative 24.2 meter per second. So, take note that the sign is designate that the motion of the body is downward. So, kaya positive dito sa isa ay pataas pa lang siya. Papunta pa lang siya taas. So, positive velocity siya. And then, pag pababa na siya, negative velocity. That's why negative 24.2 meter per second yung nakuha natin after 4 seconds. After 4 seconds from the original position. So, kuha na natin parehas yung velocity. Ngayon naman ay yung position. Yung layo? Pamula dun sa kamay natin. Pamula dun sa kamay. Ano yung layo? So, direct substitution again. Time is equals to 1 second. Substitute. Kasi nakuha na natin yung y in terms of, t. So, direct substitution lang dito. Substitution. Then, calculate. Makukuha natin yung ating sagot na y is equals to positive 10.1 meter. Position to, displacement pa din siya. So, involved pa rin yung direction natin. So, kapag involved yung direction, essential and necessary yung ating positive and negative sign. So, bakit positive yan? Kasi yung ating point at time 1 second is above or pataas pa lang. So, above the hand, above dun sa ating hand. So, ibig sabihin, positive. So, tama yung ating sagot na positive 10.1 meters at time t seconds. Then, at time 4 seconds, directly substitute the value of 4 seconds to the equation of y in terms of t. Makukuha nating sagot ay negative 18.4. Bakit naging negative? So, simple lang. Kasi yung ating position ng ating ball ay nasa baba na nung ating y0. Nasa baba ng ating origin. So, kasi pag papunta doon ay positive yan. So, nung bumaba siya ay negative yan. So, tama. So, negative 18.4. Yung negative 18.4 na yan ay pamula dito sa 0. Diyan, ha? Diyan. Okay? Yan yung 18.4. And yung ating y, 10.1 meter is pamula ulit dito sa y na to. Sa y is equal to 0. Pamunta doon sa 1 second. Yun yung 1 second. So, yun. Okay? Maliwanag. So, next question is the ball's velocity when it is 5 meter above the railing. So, yung railing lang naman is katapat lang ng ating kamay. So, katapat ng ating kamay. So, dun tayo naghagis Meaning is 5 meter above. So, ito yon tinatanong. 5 meter above. Ayan. Yan yon. Ang tanong dyan is, ano daw yung velocity dyan? Ball's velocity when it is 5 meter above the railing. Velocity. Ano daw yung velocity dyan? And also yung time. Kuhanin na din natin. Yan. So, itong formula na yan ay dun lang din sa na-derive nating formula last meeting dun sa uniformly accelerated body. So yan dati ay x yan lahat, b sub x squared, b sub ox. So, pinalitan lang ng y, kasi vertical yung ating direction of motion. Pero parehas lang silang uniformly accelerated bodies, Yan. It is equal to b sub oy squared plus 2 times negative g. So, yung ay natin, yung acceleration natin is always negative g. Kapag free fall. And kapag yung ating assumption is positive upward. Then, multiply by y minus y sub o. And yung ating y sub o is from the origin, yung displacement is 0. So, therefore, yung y sub o natin ay 0. Yung y, yung ilan? Yun yung 5 meters. Above 5 meters. Yan. Substitution, so 15 meter per second square plus in terms of y. So in terms of y siya, then directly substitute the value of 5 meter doon, yun. So considering the negative and positive sign, So bakit naging positive? Kasi nasa taas pa siya nung ating origin. Tama? So positive y. Kung nagkataon na nandito na siya sa baba, 5 meter below ay negative yung nandiyan, negative 5, Okay? Yan. So, directly substitute all the values given and it is equals to 50, b sub y squared is equals to 15 meter per second square. Meter per second squared, i-squared mo siya lahat, plus 2 times negative 9.8 meter per second square. Multiply by y, which is the displacement of the ball from the original position above. So, positive 5.00 meters. Yan. Then, kakalkin nyo siya. So, laging gagamit calcu. And, it is equals to 127 meters square over second square. And, to find the value of the sub y, take the square root of both sides. So, algebra lang tayo. Ang magiging sagot is positive and negative 11.3 meters. Meter per second. Okay? Yan. So, bakit dalawa yung sagot? May positive and negative. So, di ba, ang assumption natin is pagpataas is positive, di ba? And pagpababa is negative. Okay? Yung velocity and acceleration and displacement kasi necessary dyan yung ating direction Kailangan dyan. So, bakit positive? Kasi nung pataas, papunta pa ng pataas, ay tumama na siya dun sa at 5 meters. 5 meters above. Tama? So, positive 11.3 meter per second yung velocity doon. Kapag pataas yung motion. And, nung nahit na niya yung maximum height, ay bumaba. So, bumaba. Lumaglag Kasi may acceleration due to gravity tayo. Hinihila Hinihila yung ating ball pababa. So, bumaba. Nag-hit uli doon sa 5 meters above the railing. So, yun yung velocity din doon. Which is the direction downward. That's why meron tayong negative and positive. Nung pataas, tumama sa 5 meters above. And nung pababa, tumama uli. Therefore, dalawa yung ating velocity. Next question is the maximum height reached. So, gaano ba kataas yung ating ball nung ating inihagis? So, take note that if the ball hit the maximum height, the velocity at that point is equal to 0. Okay? So, ang formula na pwede natin gamitin, kasi ang tinatanong is yung maximum height, the maximum height. So, y yung ating hinahanap. Ito siya. Yun yung nasa taas na yun. So, y. So, hahanap tayo ngayon ng formula dun sa uniformly accelerated formulae na pwede natin gamitin. And pwede natin gamitin dyan ay itong formula na to. Yan. Kasi yung b sub y natin ay 0 na And given din naman to, which is 15 meter per second, and yung acceleration due to gravity is negative 9.8, and yung y sub o is 0, ang unknown na lang is yung y. So, direct substitution again. Napakadali lang. So, 0 is equal to b sub o y squared plus 2 times negative g, y sub 1 minus 0, and yung y sub 1 na yan yung maximum height, Yan, y sub 1 na yan. So, So manipulation na lang ng formula to get the value of y sub 1, which is the maximum height. So direct substitution, b sub o y squared, which is 15.0 meter per second squared over 2g. So makukuha nating sagot is positive 11.5. Bakit positive na naman? Kasi nasa taas siya. So from the origin, nasa taas siya. So moving upward ay positive. Okay? Ayan. So, sunod na tanong dyan is ano daw yung acceleration at that point dun sa maximum height na yun. I take note naman na ang ating acceleration dyan is from the definition of the free-falling bodies, yung acceleration is always the same as the acceleration due to gravity. At any point, the acceleration dyan is acceleration due to gravity kasi constant yung acceleration. Ibig sabihin ng constant ay hindi nababago. And pero hindi ibig sabihin na hindi bumibilis at bumabagal yung ating body. Kasi imagine niyo habang inihagis niya pataas, bumabagal siya. Bumabagal. Kaya lang yung change in velocity per time interval ay constant. Okay? Which is equal to negative 9.8 meter per second square. So kapag tinanong yun so hindi nyo na kailangan mag-calculate o compute. Agad-agad na ang acceleration kapag ganyan is negative 9.8 meter per second square. Okay. Additional question, at what time after being released has the ball fallen 5 meter below the roof? O yun, tinanong din. So, 5 meters below the roof. So, dito yon 5 meters below the roof. Dito yung pamula dito. Ito yung tinatanong. So, negative 5 meters na yan. Sa ating calculation. Yan. 5 meters below the roof railing. So, ang pwede natin gamitin doon ay na formula ay yan. Y is equals to y sub o plus b o y t plus 1 half at squared. So, uniformly accelerated bodies pa din siya. So, palitan lang natin yung mga value na yung acceleration is negative g kasi pababa pa din siya, Yan. So, ang ating magiging formula ay yan. So, 1 half gt kung i-assemble natin sa quadratic equation, quadratic general form, ayan yan, itanda nyo sa algebra, ax squared plus ax plus c equal to 0. So kapag ganun yung form, pwede natin gamitin yung ating quadratic formula. Yan, equal to 0. So kapag ganyan, ang value ng a, ito yon a, ito yung value ng b, ito yun. And value ng C, yan. And yung formula natin para makuha yung T is negative B, positive or negative square root of B squared minus 4AC over 2A. So, direct substitution lang nung ating value nakuhang kanina. Yan na, yung mga 1 half G na yan, negative B o Y, and yung ating Y minus Y sub O. So, yun yung ating C, substitute all the value. Yan, negative. Yan. Ganyan ang mangyayari dyan. And simplification. So, yan ang mangyayari dyan. And simplify again. Ganyan ulit ang mangyayari. So, marunong naman kayo sa algebra, Yun lang yan. Algebra lang yan. Yan. And direct substitution ng mga value. So, BOY, yun yung 15 meter per second, positive, negative, square root the quantity of B squared minus 4AC, di ba? So, ang B squared ay yung BOY squared minus 2G. So, 2 times, 2G. So, considered na yung ating negative and positive sign nung tayo nag-transpose. Meaning, hindi na negative 9.8 na yan kasi na-consider na natin nag-transpose tayo kung nagigets nyo, na-consider na natin yung negative sign nung nag-transpose tayo, meaning kapag nag-substitute na tayo dito sa formula na to ay hindi na siya positive, hindi na siya negative 9.8 8 ha. So positive na. So magnitude na lang malalagay natin. And yung y natin is negative 5 meter. Bakit naging negative 5? Kasi pamula dito is pababa siya 5 meter. Therefore, negative 5 yung ating y. Yun yung hinahanap natin yung time at 5 meters below eh. Yan. Divided by 9.8 meter per second square. So, yan. So, makukuha nating sagot dyan is dalawa yan. Dalawa kasi quadratic equation. Second degree meaning yung ating roots is 2. Dalawa, So, yung isa is positive 3.36 seconds and yung isa is negative 3.3 seconds. So, alin kaya ang makatotohanan dyan? So, take note that the time is a scalar quantity and scalar quantity has only magnitude and kapag ganon, walang negative doon. Only magnitude lang siya. So, meaning, ang tamang sagot dito ay itong nauna, which is 3.36 seconds. So, negative 0.3 seconds is not a physical quantity. Not physical quantity. Okay, velocity and position by integration. So, tapos na tayo sa pag-a-analyze noong uniformly accelerated body or yung acceleration is constant. So, dito naman tayo kapag nagbabago yung ating acceleration. So, kapag nagbabago yung ating acceleration ay dyan. Mag-i-integral tayo. So, hindi naman ganun kalala yung pag-integrate natin. Simple-simple lang. Okay. Velocity and position by integration. So, from our previous topic, the velocity or the instantaneous velocity is equivalent to the dx over dt or the limit of the displacement, the limit of the average or the limit of the average velocity as the time interval approaches zero. So, equivalent yun sa dx dt. So, i-derivative natin, dapat yung ating, dapat may given tayo na value na position in terms of time. So, kapag may given tayo ng position, which is x, in terms of time, yung equation nun, so, i-derivative lang natin yun, makukuha na agad natin yung d sub x. So, dito, dapat given yung ating value ng x in terms of time. Okay? Then, di-derivative lang natin itong ito in terms of time, makukuha natin itong velocity x. Okay? So, lang yun. Napakadali lang. Then, kapag naman yung ang given is the equation of the velocity with respect to time, so, para makuha natin yung acceleration is, i-derivative lang natin yung velocity with respect to time. Kasi yung definition ng acceleration or simply the instantaneous acceleration is the limit of the average acceleration as the time interval approaches zero. So meaning, i-derivative natin. Kukuhanin natin yung slope dun sa vxt graph. So kapag nag-derivative tayo sa vxt graph, ay yun yung slope ng line. And equivalent yun dun sa acceleration natin. Okay? Yan. Paano naman kung hindi given yung Vx na yan in terms of time at yung x in terms of time? Ang giniben ay acceleration, yung given, yung acceleration in terms of time. Okay? So, paliwanag natin So, ganito ang nangyayari Kapag ang acceleration is constant, ito ay axt graph, take note, constant, ang line natin is horizontal. Ito yung acceleration habang tumatagal, kahit pa gaano katagal, habang tumatagal yan, kahit pa umabot ng napakatagal, ay horizontal yung ating slope, so zero. So zero meaning yung acceleration ay hindi nagbabago. Pare-pares yan dito. Yung acceleration dito, equal dito, equal dito. Paano kapag ka nagbabari? Habang tumatagal ay nagbabago yung ating acceleration. Pamula dito, mababa-baba. Pupunta dito, mataas-taas. Pupunta dito, pataas na naman. Pataas na naman. Pataas na naman. So, So, yung ating curve na in-example natin is upward. Yung curve. So meaning yung acceleration is positive. Okay. And kapag ganon, yung area nito, yan yung area niyan is equivalent saan? So, AX T is equivalent to delta, delta X, delta, ano to? Kasi ito delta T. So, delta V. So, delta V. AX T time, AX T time is equals to delta V. Yung change in velocity, yung area nito. Okay? Yan. Ngayon, kung varying yung acceleration, kukunin natin yung area nito. Yung area nito. Yan, area niyan. So, paano natin makukuha yan? Ay, di mag-i-integral tayo. Kukunin natin yung equation ng line. Pag nakuha natin, pag may given yung equation ng line ito, or nakuha natin, ay i-integrate natin siya. Mag-i-integral tayo. So, kung natatandaan nyo, ganyan siya. So, yung b sub 2x minus b sub 1x or the final velocity minus the initial velocity ay equivalent yan, di ba, sa sa kapag ka acceleration ng So, ax times delta t or the average x. Ito yun. Yan, equal dyan. So, kung equal yan dyan, ay yung ating AX ay nagbabari. So, meaning ay mag-i-integrate tayo. Yan. So, yung AX dt, so, kukuha tayo ng isang strip dito. Ito yon. Yan. Yung area niyan is equal to AX. Yung taas nito, yan. Yung taas niyan is equivalent to AX. AX or the average x velocity. And ito naman yung ating differential time dt. So kapag in-integrate yan, kapag in-integrate, magiging ax to instantaneous at ito yung dt kapag in-integrate. So yung area nito, di ba, area ng rectangle ay itong length na to times ito. So ax multiply by dt. So, kaya ganyan, ax multiply by dt. Okay? So, yun yung area pa lang nung strip na tong maliit na yan. Yung kinukulayan kong red na yan. Area pa lang yan. Ay, ang tinatanong is from point to point. Pamula dito hanggang from T1 to T2. Ang tinatanong. Meaning, patatakbuhin natin itong strip na to dito sa span na yan. Palalakarin natin para makuha natin yung total area. Paano natin gagawin yon? Di mag-i-integrate tayo. Ang limit is from T1 to T2. Okay? So, kung integrate natin yan, makukuha natin yung total area nito. Okay? Nagigets? So, sa AXT graph yon, So, yan yung ating formula. Yan. And, simplify pa natin, ang magiging formula, standard formula natin na makukuha natin sa velocity x at any later time is equivalent to dito. Okay? So, bx. So, given yung ating acceleration equation. So, in terms of t, yung acceleration natin, kasi ax dt, meaning yung ating acceleration ay dapat in terms of time. Okay? So, yan yung formula. So, kapag varying yung ating acceleration, kukunin natin yung velocity at any later time. Okay? Yan. 0 to t. Okay. So, paano naman kung ang tinatanong ay yung ating position? So, ano yung position at any point dun sa ating varying acceleration? So, take note that x sub 2 minus x sub 1 is, di ba dun sa ating formula dati ng ating previous topic, yan ay delta x, and delta x over kung i-over natin sa delta t, yan. Yan. Equivalent yan saan? Sa velocity, di ba? Sa average x velocity, which is ito. Average x velocity. Yan. Or simply the instantaneous x velocity. Okay? So, kasi nga mag-integrate tayo, ini-equate na natin yung average x velocity dun sa ating instantaneous x velocity. Okay. Kung i-ano natin yan, i-manipulate natin yan, transpose natin doon. So, bx delta t. Ano? Bx delta t. Mangyayari dyan ay bx delta t. Tama? Bx delta t. Yan. So, ay ang problema ay varying yung ating, since varying yung ating acceleration, meaning yung ating position ay nagbabari din. Ano? Nagbabari din. Kung papalitan natin ito, palitan natin ng Vx, tapos ito, t, tama na ito, Bxt graph, example ay ganyan ulit yung ating equation. So, varying ulit yung ating x. So, nagbabari yung ating position. Kasi nga, pabago-bago yung ating acceleration. So, nagbabari din. Meaning, mag-integrate ulit tayo. Kunin natin yung equation ito. So, kung nasa Bxt graph tayo, so equation ito, equation ng Vx in terms of time. Ano? Then, ang mangyayari dyan ay kukuha ulit tayo ng strip. Balik tayo. Yan. Equivalent yan dyan. So, Bx delta t. So, palitan natin to ng Vx. Yan, Bxt. Then, ito ay Vx din. Yan, Vx. And, yung area nito, maliit na to ay ilan? So, Vx times delta t, di ba? Or average x velocity multiplied by delta t. Eh kaso nga, pag in-integrate natin, ito ay magiging differential time. Ano? And itong height nito ay magiging instantaneous x velocity. Kaya, naging ganun, no? Vx and itong dt doon. Kasi yun yung area nitong maliit na to. Ay from T1 to T2 ang kinukuha natin. So, papalakadin natin ulit. Palakadin natin dun sa span na T1 and T2. So, paano mapapalakad yon? Ay i-integrate natin na ang limit is from T1 to T2. Okay. So, integrate natin. Ito yun. Integrate. So, magiging sagot is x is equals to x sub o. So, ito ay kapag ito ay, so take note ha. Yan, x sub o. Bakit naging x sub o na? Kasi ito ay, ang origin niya ay ang T1 ay nasa 0. Nasa 0. Kapag ang T1 ay wala sa 0, ay magkakaroon ng value ito. X sub 1. Ano? X sub 1. So, hindi siya x sub 0. Ganon din dito sa kabila. Kaya naka b sub 0x yan is at time 0 yung origin natin. Ano? Gets? So, kaya naging ganyan. Di ba dito, b sub 1x. Bakit naging b sub ox? So, ito ay at time is equal to 0. Ito namang isa at any time t1. Okay? Kaya b sub 1x. So, at time t1, there is a velocity b sub 1x. Okay? At time t0, there's a velocity b sub ox. Okay? Yan. So, ito yung dalawang formula na dapat nating tandaan kapag ang ating acceleration ay nagbabari with respect to time. No? Yan. So, let's have an example. So, Sally is driving along a straight highway. Straight highway. So, straight line motion ating pinag-uusapan. Again, in her 1965 Mustang, napakagandang kotse, Mustang. At time t is equals to 0, so at a certain point, so time is equals to 0, when she is moving at 10 meter per second in a positive x direction, meaning positive x direction, lagi naman tayo, itong ating axis. So, ito ay negative x-axis and this is the positive x-axis to the right, to the left. Okay? So, ang sabi, ang problem is positive x direction. So, to the right ang ating motion. And she passes a signpost at 5 at x is equals to 50 meters. So, may signpost dito. Okay, balik tayo. May signpost dito. May signpost na may limit. Ano ba? May limit. Nagpass daw dito. May ganyan. May limit. Nandito yung ating Mustang kotse. Yan. So, 5 meters daw. 5 meters. 5 meters. 50 meters, sorry. 50 meters. Yan. Pamula dun sa post. So, 50 meter. Her acceleration as a function of time is given. Given yung acceleration as a function of time. Ito yan. AX is equal to 2 meter per second square minus 0.10 meter per second cube times t. So, in terms of time, yung ating acceleration. So, question A, find her x velocity v sub x and position x as function of time. Okay, napakadali lang. So ano lang tayo diyan, mag-i-integrate lang tayo. Okay, letter B, when is her x velocity greatest? So kailan daw yung kanyang velocity ay pinakamabilis? So the greatest velocity. Okay? Given that the acceleration is 2.0 meter per second square minus 0.1 meter per second cube times t. Okay, C, what is the maximum x velocity? So, maximum x velocity, gaano pinakamabilis? Ano yung magnitude niya? Maximum x velocity. So, letter B is tinatanong is when pala. So, time yung tinatanong dito. Ano yung time kung nasaan yung x velocity ay pinakamataas? Okay? Letter D, where is the car when it reaches that maximum x velocity? So, yun yung x natin. So, position. Where yung tanong dito, where, so, x yan. Yan yung ating position. Dito naman, when, time yan. Ano? Okay. Given yung ating acceleration in terms of time. So, equation, ano? So, unang tanong is find her x velocity, b sub x, and position. So, dalawang tinatanong. As a function of time. So, para makuha yan, ay given naman yung acceleration in terms of time, ay ganito ang mangyayari dyan. So, may formula tayo kanina, di ba? Ang formula natin para makuha ang bx or the instantaneous velocity or the velocity itself is equals to velocity at time t equals to 0 moving in the x direction, positive x direction, plus integral of ax, the acceleration, in terms of time, ang limit ay 0 to t. So yung ating limit is from time 0. Okay? Naka-indicate naman doon sa problem eh. Yan. So yan yung formula. So b sub x. So kunin na natin ngayon. So b sub ox, anong value ng b sub ox? Ang b sub ox yun yung initial velocity or the velocity at time t is equals to 0, which is 10 meter per second. So ito yon, 10 meter per second. Yan. Direct substitution lang. Then integrate natin yung equation ng ating acceleration, which is ito. Yung equation na yan. So kaya magkakaroon tayo ng term na ito. Yan, integral of 2.0, the quantity of 2.0 meter per second square minus 0.10 meter per second cube times t dt times differential time. Okay? Ang limit ay 0 to t. So, take note na sa integral calculus natin, so the integral of t raised to n with respect to time is equal to 1 over n plus 1 multiplied by t raised to n plus 1. So, yung n, yun yung exponent ng ating term. Okay? So, yun lang. Yun lang magagamit natin dito. Wala nang iba pang malulupit na integral formula. No? So, 1 over n plus 1 times t raised to n plus 1. So, continue. So, therefore, kung isi-simplify natin itong b sub x na yan, magiging ganito yan. So, 10 meter per second plus the integral of yan. So, pag in-integrate natin si constant, magkakaroon lang siya ng t. Okay? Magkakaroon lang ng t. Kapag in-integrate natin si constant in terms of time, magkakaroon lang siya ng value ng t. So, 2.0 meter per second square multiplied by t. Minus 0.1 meter per second cube and t raised to 2. Bakit naging t raised to 2? Kasi yung ating n dito is 1. So, any number ay laging may raised to 1 or any term ay may raised to 1. Therefore, yung ating n is equals to 1. Ay kapag nag-integrate tayo, lagi tayong magpa-plus ng 1. Therefore, ang ating t is being raised to 2. And over n plus 1. Kaya nagka 1/2. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng 1/2 dito sa part na yan. Okay, ganun lang mag-integral ha. Yan. Okay. So, nakuha na natin yung ating kasi find her x velocity or and the vx, the x velocity as a function of time. May tama na agad tayo. Ito na yung sagot natin. Yan. So, vx velocity in terms of time. Okay? So, the next question is the position in terms of time. So, another formula, yung kanina, na derive natin, ay yan. X is equals to x sub o or the position at time t is equals to 0 plus integral of b sub x times the differential time or the integral of b sub x in terms of time as the limit 0 and t. Okay, same process again. So, itong vx na to, yan yung b sub x na natin. Hindi na siya natin yan yung magagamitin natin dito. Yan yung sasubstitute natin. Substitute natin yung value na yan dito. So, ang mangyayari ay ganyan. Okay? So, x is equals to x sub o. Yung x sub o natin is the distance from the origin to the point. Wherein kung saan yung yung doon ina-analyze. So 50 meter eh. So naka-indicate sa problem. So x sub o is equals to 50 meter. So plus integral ulit, mag-integral ulit tayo. And this time yung vx, yung equation ng vx in terms of time yung ating i-integrate. So ganun pa din. Ganun pa din yung ating gagawin. I-involve lang natin tong formula na to ng integration. So, madali lang yan. So, mangyayari dyan ay yan. So, yan ay yung sagot dun sa ating sunod, yung ating position as function of time. So, integral of 10, ito yon. Integral of 10. Integral nito, constant yan. So, magkakaroon lang ng t. Kung nakikita nyo. And then, ito ay may raised to 1. So, t raised to 1 plus 1, so t squared, kaya naging t squared, over 2. So, kaya nagkaroon ng 1/2. So, ganun din dito, ganun din ulit, same process ulit. So, t squared, ang kanya dito, so t squared siya, so 2 plus 1, so t cube, kaya nagkaroon ng cube doon, cube. So, 0.1, and then, over 6. Bakit naging over 6? Kasi 1/2 times 1 over 3. So, 1 over 6. Okay, may integral calculus naman kayo. Alam niyo na yan. So, yan. Next question. When is her x velocity greatest? So, kailan ba magkakaroon ng maximum velocity? Kailan magkakaroon? Diba, BXT, yan. Sa BXT graph, sa velocity time graph, ito yung equation, yung ating line ng ating velocity. Saan ba nandyan yung maximum velocity? Diba, nandito sa point na to. And sa point na yan, horizontal yung ating slope. And yung slope dito sa BXT graph is equivalent to saan? Acceleration. Therefore, yung acceleration dito is zero slope. So, matatagpuan natin yung ating maximum velocity at at the point wherein the acceleration is equivalent to 0 or the slope of the graph is horizontal. So, kaya, yung acceleration is equal to 0. So, napakadali lang. I-equate lang natin itong equation na to into 0. So, find the value of time. So, yun na. Substitution. 0 is equals to 2.0 meter per second square minus 0.1 meter per second cube times t. So, manipulation. Makukuha natin si 20 seconds. So, ibig sabihin, kapag after 20 seconds, may hit na nung body yung maximum velocity. Maximum velocity. And sa point na yan, magsisiro yung acceleration. Okay? So, next question is, what is the maximum x velocity? So, di ba, ang tanong kanina is when. So, time yung tinatanong. When. Time. So, okay na, nakuha na natin. Ang tanong naman ngayon is, what is the maximum x velocity? So, definite. What is the maximum x velocity? So, yung v sub max x yung ating tinatanong. So, substitution lang dun sa ating equation sa nakuha dun sa v sub x kanina. Yung in-integrate natin kanina. Direct substitution lang. Substitute lang natin itong time. Kasi nakuha na natin to Vx in terms of time is a function of time. Therefore, masasubstitute na natin yung 20 seconds. Yung 20 seconds, nandun yung maximum velocity. Substitute natin dun sa formula na nakuha natin. Yan. Kaya naging 20 seconds yung t. Ito din yung t. Then, calculate. Makukuha natin yung sagot na 30 meter per second. So, yan yung maximum velocity. Okay? Yan yung maximum velocity at 20 seconds. Okay? Yan. So, itong formula na to, ulit ko, yan yung in-integrate natin kanina. So, nilagyan lang natin ng max kasi 20 seconds yung ginamit natin. And 20 seconds, yan yung time kung nasaan yung maximum velocity. Okay? Okay, right? Where is the car when it reaches the maximum x velocity? Okay, tanong naman, where? Ibig sabihin, x yung tinatanong dito. So, yung formula na nakuha natin kanina ng position in terms of time. So, yung in-integrate ulit natin. So, direct substitution lang ulit yung 20 seconds. Ito na siya. Ayan. So, yung formula na yan, again, same lang din dito sa nakuha natin kanina, yung kinuha natin x in terms of time, yung in-integrate natin. So, yung kanina lang. So, yun. Then, makukuha natin yung yung position ng body na 517 meters. So, nasa 517 meters, nandun yung maximum velocity niya. Nandun siya pinakamabilis. After 20 seconds, nung malagpasan niya yung basta after 20 seconds during the experiment ayan, so yan yung graph ng ating motion. So bxt graph, so dahil nandito yung maximum, so horizontal yung ating slope dito, so maximum yung ating v sub x, and yung time natin is 20 seconds. Nandyan yung maximum 20 seconds. Ayan. So, thank you, So, thank you very much. And see you on the next video.